Plenty of people play this fun little mobile game we like to call Brawl Star, but everybody has their own way of playing, and everybody also has these unwritten rules that people normally don't even talk about. But now that I'm gonna mention these rules, you're gonna be severely aware of them the next time they happen. But before we do that, you should subscribe and help me hit 1 million subs. Like, that would be pretty cool, you know? We have 20 to go through, so let's move on to number 1. Every single time you open this game, click on the shop. Even if you do not plan on buying a single thing, you may just be curious of, like, what is in here? What offers are they throwing in my face today? And 99% of the time, it's something that you're not gonna buy, especially if you're free to play. There's no point, but I'm guessing you still do it. The shop says new when, nah, man. I mean, like, this stuff technically is new, but I've already seen it, so it's not new to me anymore. And if I go back, it still says new. So no matter what, you're probably gonna look at the shop the first thing you do in this game. Unwritten rule number 2 is when you push so many brawlers to a certain trophy count, you're gonna wanna bring the rest of them up to that trophy count, even if you don't like playing them, for the simple reason of making your account look clean. Like, I rarely see accounts that don't at least push every brawler to rank 20. That's what I did, and I finally caught the rest of my brawlers up. This has been the standard for me for like 5 years, but I'm finally setting a new standard where I'm trying to push everybody to rank 25. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see where we go from there. Unwritten rule number 3 is if you can afford it, you at least need to buy the speed gear for every brawler in the game. Now, the reason I say this is if you ever take that brawler into a bushy map, you're probably gonna want speed gear. But if there's ever a map that is not bushy, you're gonna wanna take it off. This is like a standard that I have always kept, and I'm assuming that a lot of people also do this. Unwritten rule number 4 is if you own multiple skins on a brawler and you wanna get the most value out of it, you turn random on and especially filter out the ones that you don't like. I recently did this for every brawler in the game, and I just want to remind people that this exists and it's actually a goated feature. Unwritten rule number 5. Now, this might only be for content creators or people who like to play alone. As soon as you log on, you turn do not disturb on, dude. Like, the amount of times I get an invite that just completely distracts from what I'm doing is crazy to me. So besides checking the shop, this is definitely the first thing I do every single time I log on. And Supercell, I am begging you, let that thing stay on when I log off. I would give you $100 to just let me keep that button on. Unwritten rule number 6 is you have to get every brawler to at least bronze 3 mastery, and then you can save their credits. This is one of few ways to actually make a credit bank. I'm not sure how many of you guys do this, but I'm assuming quite a few do, especially if you don't have any more brawlers to unlock and you just want to save it. Like, this rule that not many people talk about is crazy. I save so many bronze masteries just for when a new brawler comes out that I don't want to buy the early access for. Look at this. I have all these rewards for Sandy, but I'm saving the bronze 3 just for when a new brawler comes out. Rule number 7 is very simple. You do not upgrade and you do not play Hank, because this brawler has been bad for the last like year or however long he's been available. After his first 2 weeks of glory, he's just done. But in addition to this rule is you act like you want to play him or you act like you want to main him because he's goofy and he creates a lot of memes. But nobody seriously plays this brawler, at least when they're like expecting to win. It doesn't happen. Unwritten rule number 8 might be a little weird because I'm not sure how many players do this, but I'm gonna assume that the majority of players go into their controls and keep their movement stick unlocked. This is just how it's been since I started playing the game. Locking it feels kind of goofy. But if you're one of those locked players, then let me know, because I feel like there's not very many of you out there. Now, unwritten rule number 9 is a little goofy, but you have definitely been curious about what might happen if you click this interesting looking delete my account button. So I'm gonna test it and show you what happens. All it does is open an article and then double asks you if you want to delete your stuff. Unwritten rule number 10 goes for a couple skins. For one, you know that anybody using Squad Buster Shelly is probably gonna be a bad player. Whether they're just bad at the game or brand new and it's the only skin they got, or they're free to play, which doesn't exactly make you a bad player. In general though, players who use some specific skins are normally seen as bad players just because they use it. It's kind of weird. Another skin like that includes Star Shelly. And I'm not gonna lie, most players I see using this skin are worse than the average Shelly player. Unwritten rule number 11 is when specific brawlers, like for example, Maisie, are not meta, nobody ever uses this brawler. Now let me quickly give a counter example. Mortis hasn't been meta in like 4 years, but everybody still uses him because he's really fun and generally like not that hard to play, although he is hard to master. Well, Maisie is also hard to play and hard to master, but when she's not good, people do not touch this brawler because you're putting a lot of work in for arguably a worse result than some other brawlers. This is why high skill cap brawlers like this need to stay good in the game. You know what? I think another example of this might be Lola. Oh, and definitely Bonnie. Nobody plays this brawler when she's not good. Unwritten rule number 12 is if you're playing any tank, a shotgun brawler, or assassin, you go straight to the mid when you're playing Feast or Famine Showdown. This is one of the only maps where you can do this, but it is one of the most consistent things in this whole game. And then you just sit there like a waiting game until somebody finally breaks the boxes. Get out of here. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, the Doug is coming back. Wait. I could totally kill the Doug right here. He's gonna be right here. Boom. Boom. Super him. Boom. I have Band-Aid. If the Buzz tries to kill me, we're good. What are you shooting at, buddy? Oh, you're dead. Yeah, Band-Aid. Let's go. Uh-oh. You know what? Get over here, stupid cat. Meow, meow, meow. Get rolled. It's already Showdown. Like, do you see how effective this is? Now check this out. Boom. 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 And you are dead. Fastest win of the West. Rule number 13 is if you reach Masters, you don't need to play anymore because the leaderboards are completely messed up and everybody knows that. Also, in addition to this rule is that Masters is not that hard to reach, especially if you have a boost. It's basically a permanent Masters push. Another addition to this rule, because I don't want to spam this in numbers, is when you reach Masters, you have to keep playing until you reach Masters every season, so then you don't lose your ranked boost. And rule number 14, this goes for more casual players, I would assume. But as soon as you get the ranked skin you want, you stop playing. Doesn't matter what rank you're at. Like last season, I stopped at gold because I got the Chester skin and I was done. But now that I've reached Masters, I'm gonna push until I get it every single season going forward. This isn't specific to ranked, but rule number 15 is if you ever have a horrible player on your team or a horrible player on the enemy team in ranked, when you're in Masters specifically, you check their account and see their highest rank in Power League. And mine was Mythic 2, and I didn't really play team. So that goes to show that I'm definitely carried by the fact that Masters is easy to get now. At the same time though, I never gave it a real shot because I didn't like Power League at all. I had no incentive to do that. And I didn't know that they were gonna do this, because if they did, I would have pushed Masters in Power League just so then this could be on my account, but now it's too late. But I still think that the new ranked is so much better, besides the fact that it's really easy now. Now, rule number 16 is so unwritten that I'm sure a lot of you don't even know about it unless you watch Kairos. But you don't buy these offers. Never do this. Instead, make a Razor Gold account and buy it here because you actually get more gems. Not only that though, but you can gift gems to your friends. This is the only way to do that. Also, rule number 17, maybe this is a little bit of a cop-out, but you don't buy this either. Never buy token doublers. This is never worth it. Just wait for any other offer in the shop if you plan on spending gems. Just not this, please. Rule number 18 is if you see a skin that you can either buy with gems or you can buy it with bling, you buy it with bling. I'm talking to you, Wasim. In your Wasim video where we were doing the copycat challenge, you weren't paying attention and you bought a skin with gems when you had enough bling for it, and it eats away at my soul every day. Never waste your gems if you can just spend a free resource. Rule number 19 is you completely ignore these tags on the shop next to offers that say like 5 times value, 10 times value, 3 times value, or 100% extra, you know? Because all that's really comparing it to is stuff that you're not even gonna buy in the first place. I understand it's a marketing thing, but sometimes it's really misleading or just makes no sense. Like I'm pretty sure when a hypercharge shows up in the shop, it says it's marked down from 550 gems, as if that's how much it would actually cost. The only way it would cost that much is if you buy the 5,000 coins straight up when you click on the hypercharge offer. That's it. Because apparently 4,680 coins costs 360 gems. In fact, that is $20 for an offer that you immediately get in the Brawl Pass Plus. And the final unwritten rule of today's video is specifically for players who reach the bling cap, but you don't spend that bling on stuff that you don't want. What I'm saying is you don't just binge it so then you can just claim these offers. Instead, you wait until the season ends, and then I'm pretty sure it auto collects. Like I think it did that last season, so I've just been waiting. So another part of this rule is you probably think that the bling cap is stupid. I mean, I do. Like anybody who's reached the cap knows that it's pointless, because while there is a cap, all it does is just make you wait to claim it. You still get it from star drops, and you still get it from challenges, and you still get it from whatnot. You can still get it, but you can't just do this. Like, that's the only thing the bling cap is stopping you from doing. I don't understand. They should probably just remove it. But those are 20 unwritten rules in Brawl Stars these days. I know I made a video like years ago talking about this, but I'm sure it's completely different than back then. I could definitely make another part on this video like soon. So if you guys want that, then just leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Goodbye.